I thought I was doing everything right, woke up when I wanted. No more work stress, freedom to do what I pleased. But months into retirement, I felt something I didn't expect, a slow, quiet emptiness. It turns out that some habits we carry into retirement without even noticing can slowly drain the joy from this new chapter of life. Today, I'll share the ones I had to face myself and how changing them helped me find real happiness again. 1. My story. The first 6 months of retirement. When I retired at 66, I thought I had everything figured out. I'd worked hard my whole life, raised kids, paid off the house, build up some savings. Retirement was supposed to be the reward. And at first, it felt like it. I slept in, watched my favorite shows, took long lunches, scrolled through the news, met friends once in a while. Nothing dramatic, just peace and quiet. But somewhere around month 6, I noticed something was missing. I didn't feel alive. I wasn't sad, exactly, just flat, like the days were passing, but I wasn't really part of them. It was a strange kind of sadness, one that creeps in slowly, disguised as relaxation. That's when I realized retirement doesn't automatically equal happiness. You have to protect your joy, and certain habits might be quietly stealing it. 2. The habits that slowly took joy away from me. Let's talk about the subtle habits that crept into my life. Habits that looked harmless, but were actually chipping away at the quality of my days. 1. Letting the day just happen. I used to wake up with no plan, and while that felt freeing at first, over time it became empty. I realized that without direction, even good time feels wasted. Now I set just 1 or 2 intentions every day. Sometimes it's cleaning out a drawer, sometimes it's calling a friend. Small things, but they give the day shape and meaning. 2. Too much passive time. TV, phone, news. I didn't even notice it at first. The TV was on just for noise. I scrolled my phone during meals. I checked the news 6 to 7 times a day to stay informed. But that passive intake was draining my mental clarity. Worse, it was filling my mind with stress, noise, and distraction. Now I turn the TV off during meals. I set a news check time only once per day, and I've replaced some screen time with soft music or reading. 3. Skipping real meals. When no one's around to eat with, it's easy to say, "I'll just have toast. I'm not really hungry. Why bother cooking for one?" But food isn't just fuel, it's rhythm, it's care. Now I eat 3 real meals. I sit at the table. Sometimes I even light a candle just for me. How you feed yourself reflects how you feel about yourself. 4. Saying no too often without realizing it. I didn't want to be a burden, so when friends invited me out, I'd politely decline. Maybe next week. I'm a little tired today. What I didn't see was that I was slowly isolating myself without meaning to. I've learned to say yes more often, even when I'm not sure I feel like it. And you know what I never regret going. 5. Staying up too late. Sleeping in too much. It started as a luxury no-alarm clock, but it slowly turned into grogginess, mood swings. I'd sleep till 9 or 10 and still feel tired. Now I stick to a bedtime. I wake up around the same time every morning. Routine isn't the enemy of freedom. It's what gives freedom structure. 6. Bottling up emotions. This one's personal. After retirement, I didn't talk much about how I felt, didn't want to bring the mood down, didn't want to seem ungrateful. But hiding those feelings, grief, confusion, even boredom made things worse. I've learned to open up. Even writing in a private journal helped. I've joined a local support group, and I've had some of the deepest, most healing conversations of my life because I dared to be honest. 7. Believing this is just how it is now. The most dangerous habit I had. Thinking that my best days were behind me. That retirement was the end of growth, adventure, and meaning. It's not. Yes, it's different. Yes, some things are slower, quieter, but there's still so much left to become if we're willing to see it. 3. What I changed and what came back. As I started noticing and gently replacing these habits, things shifted. I laughed more. I slept better. I felt proud of small achievements again. And I began to look forward to things instead of just filling time. I didn't fix retirement. I just stopped treating it like a reward to sit on and started treating it like a new kind of life to grow into. 4. What I wish I knew sooner. If I could go back and tell my newly retired self something, it would be this. Be careful with your comfort zones. They're quiet thieves. It's okay to rest. It's okay to slow down, but don't lose yourself in stillness. Make plans. Keep moving. Say yes. Talk about how you feel. Cook a good meal. Sit in the sun. Call someone first. Happiness in retirement doesn't come automatically. It's something you nurture habit by habit. Now, I'd love to ask you, have you noticed any habits that quietly steal joy from your retirement? And what's one small habit you could change starting this week? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your experience. Sometimes just naming it out loud is the first step towards shifting it. And if this video gave you something to think about, subscribe to Golden Life USA for more gentle reflections, personal stories, and encouragement for thriving after 60. Because retirement isn't the end of your story, it's the part where you get to write it your way,